It's a scenario that seems to play itself out in many, many places in our lives. It might be school, the workplace, your neighborhood, but there's always, it seems, the big loud guy that demands everybody's attention, and then the quiet guy who almost no one notices, but he seems really to know everything, but nobody really knows it because the loud guy's so loud. Solomon even describes that scenario and that situation in Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Beginning at verse 15, he says, "This is wisdom I have also seen under the sun, and it seemed great to me. There was a little city with a few men in it, and a great king came against it, besieged it, and built a great bulwark around it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no one remembered the same poor man." Now we haven't quite got to the loud guy yet, even though there's a king here that's an enemy, but we have learned a little bit about the poor wise man. You continue on and it says, "Then I said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Words of the wise spoken quietly should be heard rather than the shout." Now here's the loud guy. The words of the wise man should be heard, even if they're quiet words and they're spoken quietly, rather than the shout of the ruler of fools. This chapter ends with this verse, "Wisdom is better than the weapons of war, for one sinner destroys much good." And again, you have the contrast here between the really loud guy and the really quiet guy. And the really loud guy is called the ruler of fools, which seems to imply, obviously, he's a fool himself. Because in contrast, you've got the really quiet guy. It says he's wise and also poor. You know, we live in a society where we have a lot of loud people and even a lot of loud rulers who are shouting at us from all directions. And sometimes their voice overpowers the voices of wisdom. And sometimes we seem more compelled to listen to the loud one, even though he may be wrong, or even though the loud one may take us in the wrong direction. We're more inclined to listen to him just because he's so loud. But we've got to listen often and find and seek out often the quiet one, the one we fail to hear because everything else is so loud around us, yet foolish. And yet his wisdom is the one, this text says, delivers the city. His wisdom is the one, this text says, is superior. It's better than a weapon. It's better than warfare. It's better than anything it can be compared to because it is wisdom. Let's listen, even if we have to listen very carefully because it's very quiet. Let's listen for the wisdom.